Hey y'all. Okay, so today we'll go through the mind-body connection and how it plays out with the stomach and conditions associated with the stomach. So let's get started. So the concept of the mind-body connection suggests that there is a close relationship between our mental and emotional states and our physical health. The mind-body connection plays an important role in various aspects of health, including influencing the function of our stomach and our stomach health. So the stomach is a very important organ in the digestive system. It's located between the esophagus and the intestine. And its primary function is to break down and digest food. So the stomach acts as a reservoir for food. So when you eat food, the food enters the stomach and it's stored there until it's gradually released into the small intestine for further digestion and absorption. So the stomach churns and mixes gases and it breaks it down into like smaller parts so that it can be used by the body for energy and growth. So the mechanical process is to facilitate the chemical digestion process. So typically our body pH should be slightly alkaline, except for the stomach. So our stomach kind of needs to be acidic, more on the acidic side, so that it can break down that food into smaller pieces and digestion. So the stomach also regulates the rate at which our partially digested food is released into the small intestine. So this process is controlled by our hormones and our nerve signals to make sure that it has an optimal digestion and absorption of nutrients. So in some holistic practices, states such as worry, anxiety, excessive thinking, dwelling, low self-esteem, or codependency have been found to influence our stomach health. So if you have conditions that affect your stomach, you may be prone to these emotions or states. You may internalize them, you may suppress them. However, on the positive side, leaning into fairness, openness, and trust can positively affect this organ. So let's check out this scenario. Let's say that you need help with one of your kids. Because kids are your broke best friends and they're fairly expensive. So you have bukus of bills and you want to ask your baby father for some help. But he's already threatened you and said that if you ask for more help, that he's just going to ask for full custody because it seems like you can't handle it on your own. Or just say that maybe you want to leave your baby mother, but she's threatened you that if you leave her, you're not going to be able to see your kids, or she's just going to take you for all she can get with your child support. So your thoughts are probably leading your emotions to the negative side, which affects your emotional health. And remember, whether these events are real or imagined, the body reacts all the same because it cannot tell the difference between a thought that may be imagined and you being in real danger. Okay, so now in this scenario, our worry, our anxiety has started the stress response, our acute stress, our short-term stress, and it's giving us a chance to kind of regulate our emotions and find a solution so that we can return to homeostasis. So here we are again. We can't soothe those thoughts. It's becoming all-consuming. You're wondering how you're going to pay your bills this month without asking for any help, and it has you worried, it has you stressed, child. Or you're wondering how you can escape your manipulative baby mother and still see your child without going through the court process. And because it is a constant stressor, you are now moving into chronic stress or long-term stress because this thought and emotional cycle continues. So we know that long-term or chronic stress can contribute to or exacerbate certain conditions that are associated with the stomach, such as impaired digestion, difficulty eliminating waste product by digestion. You might have some heartburn. You might not have an appetite or be able to keep food down because remember, when our stress response is activated, it changes blood flow from our digestive system. And if you don't feel safe and calm, you won't be able to eat. You might have some irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel diseases, gastritis, ulcers, or other conditions that affect your stomach due to cortisol being in the body at elevated levels for too long. So what can we do? We activate the parasympathetic nervous system where our body can naturally heal. So finding effective relaxation techniques, whatever relaxes you, meditation, mindfulness. Be conscious of where your mind goes when you go silent. Deep breathing exercises, yoga to help lower that stress level, because lowering stress has been associated with improvements in both your mental well-being and certain aspects of your physical health. So again, remember, when our stress response is active, it can stop digestion flow or disrupt digestion flow. So if we activate that parasympathetic nervous system and we're in a more relaxed state, our body is in homeostasis and it can function like normal. So manage your stress with effective stress management techniques. You can check out my stress management course, or you can visit me for some health coaching sessions, www.legacyinc.com. Work on emotional regulation and behavioral changes. So do some introspective work. Find out why you're feeling the way you do. What solutions can you come up with? Work on bringing in more fairness, more openness, more trust. And a positive mindset and motivation can help with bringing in positive lifestyle changes. So work on healthy eating and mindful eating. So a diet balanced in rich fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats that support both your physical and your mental well-being. Avoid excessive consumption of like spicy, fatty, or acidic foods to prevent further irritation to the stomach lining. So the gut-brain axis communicates through various pathways, including neuro, hormonal, and immune signaling. So like our vagus nerve plays a crucial role in transmitting signals between the gut and the brain. So proper digestion and nutrient absorption in the stomach is essential for overall health, including optimal brain function. So nutrients absorbed in the stomach contribute to the production of energy and support our brain processes. So the types of food that we consume can impact both the gut and the brain. So diets rich in probiotics, prebiotics, and again, whole foods can positively influence our stomach health, which can also help our mental well-being. Pay attention to your hunger cues and when you're feeling full. So eating slowly can improve your digestion and prevent overeating, which can further strain the stomach and lead to discomfort. So avoid smoking and excessive alcohol, because smoking and alcohol consumption can irritate the stomach lining and it can increase stomach acid production. It also can contribute to conditions such as like gastritis or ulcers. Also, quitting smoking or smoking in moderation or drinking in moderation can improve stomach health. So limit your NSAIDs. So like your non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen, naproxen, aspirin, diclofenac, because those can further irritate the stomach lining as well. Listen to your body. So your emotions are trying to communicate with you as best as they can by altering your physical condition, and it is our job to learn their language. So again, work on addressing your emotional well-being. Work with healthcare professionals to develop a comprehensive approach that addresses your mental, emotional, and your psychological factors that contribute to your physical health. Consider lifestyle modifications, therapy, counseling, coaching, stress management techniques, emotional regulation techniques to complement medical treatments for overall better stomach health. So again, remember, nothing manifests without it first starting as thought and emotion. So, what's on your mind?